Hi, this is Clara and Chris from Punktastic, and we're joined with the now not so mysterious Mongol Horde.
Hello.
Hi guys, you alright?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Yeah, good. Just literally come on site then.
Yeah, well, 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, we had a lovely day off yesterday, in which we went to a country pub and drank cups of tea. It had spaghetti bolognese.
It's true, yeah.
Is Mongol Horde something that's been kind of long in the making, or is it something that's come together quite early or quite soon recently?
It's come together very rapidly. The idea of Frank and I being a band is something we've been talking about for years. Again, because we've been playing together since we were 10 or 11 years old.
Yeah, in a way, I think we were both sort of, at least in some of it, expecting to play together at some point after Me and Deb broke up. Me and Deb broke up reasonably fractiously, but he and I never actually fell out particularly.
We did during.
Yes, we did during, but not at the end. But you know, and it's just always been kind of, I think, at the back of our mind that we'd do something someday. I think I spent almost half my life being in a band with you anyway.
Yeah.
So it seems likely.
Yeah.
You played your first show at the pub. Is that Thursday?
Wheelbarrow.
The Wheelbarrow, yeah.
Oh, the Wheelbarrow. Yeah.
The same people, but yeah.
How was that for you guys? The first show for
It was brilliant. You know, the way I've been describing it to some people, for me, it's like Insta-geek. Just add water, I turn up, and oh look, we've got a packed room full of people going nuts.
Yeah.
On our first ever gig.
Yeah, I know. It's a little bit like. I'm not sure we've paid our dues.
Yeah. No, I think we have paid our dues, and that's why we can do that.
Quite a long time ago. It was great. I mean, I was actually genuinely pretty nervous for the show because I hadn't done that since September 2005, basically, and wasn't really sure how it was going to be. But it was great. It was really fun. You were there.
Yeah, I can attest that it was intense and very, very good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good.
So in terms of Mongol Horde then, I've seen a few comparisons around influence-wise of Refuse, stuff like that. Is that something you have drawn influence from?
Yeah, I mean, I think...
subconsciously. I
mean, Refuse are a band that Ben and I have listened to an awful lot. I think, for me, I'm going to try and answer this question now. Shoot me down.
No, go for it.
You know, it was about just essentially just kind of noise rock, I suppose. Just heavy, aggressive,
That's how I've been describing it to my mum. Noise rock that my mother would not approve of.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't particularly want anyone's mum to approve of this. It's you know, I've been thinking about like Hot Snakes, Jesus Lizard, bands like that. Yeah, just kind of, it's not reinventing the wheel particularly.
The thing is, I think, you know, Frank was asked about it quite a lot prior to this, and then we mentioned it in the past because we always assumed that, you know, something would happen. And there were various bands that you've mentioned in those interviews, but the other thing is we never really had a full band worked out, and we talked about who we'd have in the band, and we ended up with, in the end, you just kind of went, well, with Matt, because you sat down with him and wrote some stuff. And actually, Matt doesn't come from the same background as us musically, and everyone else we talked about sort of does. So had we chosen those other people, we might have been more on that kind of hardcore, grindcore level. But in fact, it's a very interesting thing, you know, where Matt really doesn't come from the same background. So we get in a room and just jam things out. And we've got 8 songs. We wrote 7 of them in the first 2 practices. And with no effort, just jam it out and play it. No, like we're going to write like this or anything. Just write songs.
Yeah, and Matt just comes at things from a different angle, which can occasionally be kind of just bizarre. Yeah. But it's generally great. You know, he's interested in making heavy music, but it's not something that he has spent his entire life listening to. So he's not kind of trapped in the cliches in a way. Yeah. In a way that we at times are, definitely. And it makes him just mix.
And I think I read somewhere that his guitar was made by Kurt from Converge, is that right?
It was indeed.
Cool,
God City Instruments. It's a baritone guitar. I had a conversation with Kurt a while ago, when I think almost before I'd actually talked to Matt about him being in the band. But I remember I played a baritone guitar in a guitar shop in Canada and went, "That's like just all you need for a heavy band." You know, cut down on band members, amazing. One less person to argue with. And then I remember sort of talking to Kurt about it, and Kurt being Kurt, got very excited about it straight away and went, "Oh God, that was amazing! You build a guitar where you could just channel the different pickups." And we kind of reached a point where he kind of just sort of built it anyway. Yeah. And then Matt ended up getting it from him, and it's a beast of an instrument.
So how do you find, in terms of yourself going from your sort of folk punk stuff to this heavy stuff, do you have to get yourself to a different set of mind before the show?
Yeah. I mean, I was saying at Leeds the other day, I was cracking a joke. People saying I needed to find my inner dickhead before doing the show. And I mean, you know, there's a degree to which, yeah, I want to be confrontational in what we do. I want to be aggressive and confrontational, both musically and in the way that we present it. And I suppose the way we set up on stage and have guitar and drums facing each other is quite focused and technical there, and that from a live point of view means that my job is to get into people's faces, which I like doing, but I do have to have a couple of beers because I'm a bit too polite to do that. Just
so, I mean, you've been a Reading League now.
Seven in a row.
7 in a row. I mean, what is your favourite stage to play over?
Locker.
Yeah, definitely. The preview we did today with no effects.
Yeah.
One of the most fun things about it.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. I've got a lot of history at Lockup. I mean, played there myself with Million Dead, obviously, with Ben. Yeah. Played there solo stuff. Played there with No Effects. Played the Secret show there last year as well. Yeah. Plus, just Mike is a friend, you know, and he's been a really decent guy and supporter of what I do, both musically and kind of personally over the last few years. So
I think all the bands you've spoken to this weekend have said Mike Davis has just been a complete and utter inspiration for coming to
yeah, he's a genuinely solid guy. Yeah, well done, Mike.
What's next for Mongol Horde?
We're going to break up.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, because I think good hardcore bands sort of need to be transient and
this is
one album, one out, because it's very hard to sustain
that's
the
your old school. The real thing that you do these days is make one YouTube playlist and then you're out of there. Anything more than that, you're selling out.
We're done.
Yeah. No, we're not really breaking up. We are not going to do anything immediately soon, simply because I'm really busy, and Ben has what?
Yeah,
I have a job. Well, I got Pels, and actually, you know, I don't do this professionally, so you know, I have a job that I focus on quite a lot actually. So I only get 23 days holiday a year, and
23 separate trips.
It could be any length. So yeah, and obviously Frank's extremely busy. So
yeah. But I mean, we will do a record, not this year, but we will do a record, and we will do a tour around that record at some point. But I mean, for now, I think almost in a way, one of the things that's been nice about this week is what I wanted to achieve and what I think we are achieving is essentially just to kind of, it's like a peep show. You're giving people a flash of tit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You are a tit. That's
Thank you, Ben. I walked into that. You know, and it's just, the Wheelbarrow set is up online on YouTube for people to watch. And hopefully it means that as and when we come to recording and doing stuff again, there'll be a real buzz about it, which would be nice. It'll be fun. But it's you know, this is fun. This is definitely a fun project. We're not trying to change the world. Or sell a million records or anything like that. We're trying to have a good fucking laugh playing some aggressive music.
I mean, even in the one day that you announced the Wheelbarrow show, it was absolutely packed by the time you guys came on. So it was,
which is nice.
Yeah,
like
nice.
exactly. Yeah. I mean, you know, Frank's obviously got a very large fan base, and many of those, and probably, you know, couldn't stand the type of stuff that we're doing. I mean, it's just the nature of the music he plays now, but it does mean you've got a lot of people who will come down to support. It's really nice, and you know, we're not trying to pretend that we're some kind of, you know, underground hardcore band, or that, you know, we're special and elite or something. This is just fucking good fun band, shits and giggles. Let's all have fun together.
Yeah. Is there anyone you're looking forward to checking out today then?
Annoyingly, all I want to do is watch Pulled Apart by Horses, and we have to start setting up on stage as they play.
Yeah, I kind of want to scaffold them, and we will be packing down while they're playing. We saw Foos, or some of Foos, on Friday, which was good.
They're playing a long set.
They are playing a long set. I saw Gallows the other day, that was good. Yeah, we'll see. Polar Bear Club.
Right.
Got to watch Polar Bear. Not least because Ben got drunk on Friday and talked the ear off Jimmy from Polar Bear Club, despite not really knowing who he was.
I'm really sorry.
We'll speak to him later, we'll bring that up.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Later on I fell over, and I got in a buggy with my top off, and I don't really remember most of it, so.
Yeah, we had a good time. But yeah, ask Jimmy PBC about his conversation with Ben.
Okay.
Definitely will do. Well, cheers for chatting with us, guys.
Our pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
See you later on.